What's so funny, Luke?
Oh, I'm just reading through comments. Look at this on last week's show of the weekend. Infelix Soror says, while it is fab to see Andy back on the purple sofa, I am seriously concerned that Mike lost Tiny Ellen in the Gamescom crowds and he's just frantically covering it up.
Look, I told her to stay where I could see her, and I was only at that pretzel stand for like 10 minutes, and all of this would have been fine if she hadn't scratched out her tracking chip.
I think what I'm going to do, Mike, is pretend that I didn't hear any of that.
Good.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
So do I have a tracking chip as well?
Probably best you don't.
Where is it? Let me guess. Is it here? It's always here. It's always in the back of the head.
Just try not to scrub your armpits too vigorously, is all I'll say.
I never do. But speaking of scrubs...
Okay.
This could be a
I like
quite
this
good
segue.
segue.
Go on.
Speaking of scrubs...
Yes.
And the being unforgiving of them...
Yes.
You've been playing a rock hard game at Gamescom,
I have,
haven't
yes.
you, Mike? What is it?
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's like Dark Souls.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I obviously saw the initial reveal at E3. It looks very sort of different and striking, very colourful compared to Dark Souls and Bloodborne. There was a lot of chat at E3 about how this isn't another Souls game, you know, this is a brand new thing.
Okay.
You know, it's got the grappling hook, it's got stealth. It also has a lot of Dark Souls stuff in there. It has bonfires, but they're not bonfires, they're these sort of little sculptures that you go and rest at. And it has that thing of... when you enter an area, the name of the area comes up in that very
In that font?
Yeah.
Does it go like...
A bit like that, yes. It shares a lot of DNA, right? So
Okay.
the main difference is now you have to like individually sort of block and kind of parry individual strikes. Like every strike that comes in, you'll have to like block, basically.
Sounds way hard.
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to, but actually, you know, the first few times I died a lot. But then I started to get a feel for it and a feel for the rhythm and stuff, and it does feel quite natural to be just like, you know, you feel like a kind of badass swordsman just going, trying to maintain your poise, and then if you do a number of successful blocks, you'll probably then get an opening that you can then start stabbing people.
Sticking with the pointy end.
Yeah. That was all really satisfying. Took a little bit of time to get used to, but not too much time. And I think it's one of those things that will feel extremely satisfying to master. And then, when I say it shares DNA with sort of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, it's still a lot about spacing and movement and things like that. And there are unblockable attacks that you will need to dodge out of the way and evade out of the way of.
Yeah.
So it's not... They've not thrown the baby out with the bathwater, I don't think. But
So,
what I like about it and what's different about it is the sort of visual style and the kind of mythos. It's a lot more grounded, although, and I don't have footage of this, but there is a giant snake in there. So,
okay.
Spoiler alert, there's a really big snake.
I think Mike's lying to impress you all. I think he's just trying to look like a big man on the purple sofa.
Like when you're at school and you pretended to have seen aliens, even though you weren't allowed by your parents.
There was a kid in my class who was like, my dad has an auto garage and he'll make any car you want.
Wow. Why isn't there like a bespoke car construction company that will do that for you?
But form it, make it happen. That's exactly. He's off to the patent office.
Anyway, we've gone
about?
Slightly off topic, haven't we? It was Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Sekiro Neil.
Yeah, sort of works.
I trialled that pun on Mike earlier before he came into the studio, and he laughed politely. Why is it called Die Twice?
Right.
Because
you can die twice. So one of the things you can do is when you've been beaten up by a boss and you die, if you have a little sort of resurrection token type thing, which you have one of when you sort of restart an area, you can actually pop back up and continue hacking away. Now,
Good.
A lot of the times I did that, I just got beaten up again.
I mean, if you just had your butt handed to you, then you're not really like in the flow of it,
No,
I guess.
exactly, yeah,
and don't they just like hover over the puddle, being
I
like?
mean, yeah, I was expecting they start to stroll away, like.
Oh, okay, like well.
Job well done. But then when you resurrect, I mean, I don't know whether it makes a sort of ripping sound or something, but they definitely turn around when you pop back up again.
So you can't like emerge from the puddle.
No.
Like Predator
or
and like
Sadako from The Ring.
Yeah, just climb out of hell.
No, it's not quite like that.
Yeah.
I think it must make like a slide whistle sound or something when you pop back up. in world because they always turn around and start hitting you again. But if you've got them down to like a very, very small amount of health, you're just so close.
So is there any disadvantage to using that token or something? Like, seeing as it's made by the people who made Dark Souls, there must be some strategic use or incentive.
You know, I think the risk reward in it is actually the timing. So it's about waiting for your enemy to get far enough away,
right,
but not allowing yourself to bleed out. I think that's the sort of balance. And also, I think you can earn those tokens by being good at combat. I would know this if I was any good at combat. And almost certainly when you rest at the kind of bonfire things, I'm sure you get one back.
You get one back. Okay, nice. What about the grappling hook? How does that come into play?
It's pretty good for getting away. Depending on the enemy, they can occasionally sort of climb up and kill you and things. You know, it's not like any surface can be grappled to. Really, in any given area, there are probably only a few spots where you can head up to, but it gives you the opportunity to jump down and sort of hack people up and things. There's one boss that I thought was going to be a much more significant enemy.
Yeah.
And it's featured in the trailer. It's this guy who's like heads through the stocks and stuff, and he kind of rips out the stocks and goes blah, 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 in that very sort of Dark Souls-y way.
Yeah, sure.
When I played it, I just jumped on his head and stabbed him, and he died.
You killed him first time easy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Just do that.
So yeah, just do that. But it is kind of interesting because I guess I used stealth. I must have accidentally used some stealth.
Okay, so let's talk about stealth because there's not much stealth in the Souls series unless I was doing it very wrong.
I mean, you could sneak up behind people and like backstab them occasionally. If you
that's true. But it's not like it felt like primarily the game is built to an enemy sees you, they walk towards you slowly, they kill you, or you kill them, and then you move on. So like, is there more?
There is more mechanic to it. Yeah. Okay. So they have like an awareness thing that will. And you can hide in like foliage and things like that.
Yeah.
What I found quite interesting is that there's an area at the beginning of the demo which I spent a fair while in because, you know,
killed again and again and again.
Soulsborne-esque game, yeah. And most of the bad guys in that area, the kind of scrub bad guys, you could deal with by being stealthy and grappling around and sort of, you know, making use of the environment and the stealth mechanics. That was fine.
Yeah.
But there was a big guard guy standing in front of a gate, and there really was no way to, just from the geography of the level, there was no way to get above him, like his position.
Right, okay.
The only way to engage him was head on, basically.
Well, I mean, that's where I would stand if I was him.
Well, exactly. It's good guarding.
Yeah.
It's just guarding 101.
Yeah, guarding 101, don't, like, face away from the long grass.
Yeah, exactly.
Stand on the edge of something.
I think the stealth thing is going to be only viable when they want it to be viable. It's going to be, I mean, I'm sure there will be occasions where you can sort of break what they were intending, but for the most part, at some point, in order to progress, I was going to have to face off against this guy.
I mean, you hate stealth, Mike, because you're smart. And you realise that it's boring and takes ages.
Yes, correct.
So will you still be able to play this game not stealthy?
Okay, if you want to just run in and, if you're confident enough in your combat skills, you could engage multiple enemies at once and kind of hack them to bits. But the other thing that takes ages and is boring is getting really good at combat, so it's a balance, isn't it? You know, what kind of boring do you want?
This game lets you choose between two boring pathways.
Right down the middle is where it's interesting. It's where you use a bit of stealth, but occasionally it goes totally wrong and then you just have to fight everyone.
And then,
it's really beautiful and fun and reassuringly Soulsborne-y. So I think anyone who was worried that it was going to be too much of a departure from that shouldn't be worried. I think the stuff they've added is cool and fun, and also the kind of mythos, which is much more kind of grounded in, I think, sort of feudal Japan, but still has horrifying giant snakes and, you know, all sorts of weird bosses and stuff, is like a really nice sort of fairy tale interpretation of that period in history.
When's it out?
March 22nd, 2019.
Okay.
So start counting down the days now.
That's ages.
Ages to get good.
Why did we even bring this up? It's too far away. I'm sorry everyone, we've wasted your time. Well, Mike, when you get hit with swords or hurt, you can die twice, or You
Right.
can seek the help of a doctor.
These segues are incredible.
They're
you
good,
are
right?
on fire
I am
this
on-
week.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you haven't even finished this one. And
I know.
I'm so excited to
Or-
find out where it's going to go.
if you're on fire, there's also one place you should go.
Is it a hospital?
It's the hospital. Let's talk about 2 Point Hospital.
Go on then.
2 Point Hospital out this week is the spiritual successor to Theme Hospital.
Cool.
The 1997 sim game from Bullfrog Productions that put you in charge of a zany hospital. But how
I
best...
don't think it was supposed to be zany. I think it just ended up zany.
It just ended up so. I think they probably started making a hospital sim and then they were like, oh, actually, disease is
really
sad.
miserable. Yeah.
And yeah, it's sad when people are sick. So maybe let's make it zany. But Mike, how best to understand a curious game like this? The answer is to probe the medical mind
Okay.
of Dr. Mike.
Probing.
You know,
That sounds like a hospital procedure right now.
yep, it's Dr. Mike's favourite. It's what his major was in.
Put rubber gloves on.
2 Point Hospital is a return to the management sim style of gaming that was particularly big among players with PCs in the 90s. You'll recall.
I do recall.
With our modern Gears of War, Fortnites, and Pokemon Goes, it's peculiar to imagine that pretending to manage a medical facility was once our greatest escape. So Mike, please tell me what's your favourite sim game ever, and as you answer, please explain why you think this genre is so endearingly popular.
My favourite sim game of the sort of management strategy
Yeah.
variety. Do you ever play the original Civilization?
No.
Because there is no greater scope in video gaming. You
Than Civilization,
Like the
yeah.
beginning of Civilization, the intro is like the birth of the planet. It's like
Yeah.
a molten ball of, like rock and lava and
Do you have to manage the molten ball and
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty well. You don't have to worry about that. It kind of it skips a few bits.
skips
right?
you forward? Okay, cool.
And you start. I think it's in like 2000 BC or something like that. With a bunch of like settlers and you've got like little rudimentary tools and stuff. And by the end of it, you're landing humans. You're sending humans to Alpha Centauri. So pretty much the entire scope of recorded human history.
And then some,
Is-
because we haven't
yeah.
gone to space yet.
Not,
We have,
not as
but
far as not as far as Alpha
Yeah.
Centauri, certainly.
Yeah.
That entire thing is contained in this game. It's
pretty good.
and it's cool because it's got a kind of technology tree that carries you through all the kind of advancements. You start off learning how to make the wheel, and then by the end you're like commerce and the university and all this kind of stuff. And just the scope of it is incredible.
All right, good answer.
So yeah, that's my favourite.
Good answer.
Thanks.
It's wow. The whole scope of human civilization. And
Really?
contained within there are all the hospitals and theme parks.
Yeah,
I always like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon is great.
Which feels like a really childish answer.
Yes.
After you gave a very good defense of all of human civilization. I'm like, well, I like the roller coasters. If you make the rides too good, then people stop riding them because they're
It's
like
too nauseating.
Yeah, it's too nauseating, or oh, it's too extreme for me. Well, get out of the theme park then, and then they do, and then the money
And then you
dries
get
up.
fired.
Yeah, and you realise you've literally sunk all your funds into lowering the land enough to build this grand roller coaster.
You make a roller coaster that lasts 8 hours.
My theme park would be yeah, but the ticket costs £2,000.
Yeah. And
So
as a
that's
bonus,
yeah.
when you get off, you're completely emptied of sick.
Yeah, perfect.
It's like a detox.
Mike, 2 Point Hospital borrows from Theme Hospital's warped and pun-fueled sense of humour.
Right.
For instance, a patient with a light bulb where their head should be could be suffering from
Lightheadedness?
lightheadedness. There we go, Mike. That is an encouraging sign. But Mike, can you master the medical pun? Let's see how you fare in my quick-fire doctor joke complete the punchline challenge.
God, all right. Yeah, go on then.
Okay, you ready? I know that you've got a good literary. You've got a good head
That's a
for a
very
joke.
flattering way of saying you make puns a lot.
You make a lot. Yeah. Doctor, I feel like a very small campsite.
That sounds intense.
You're just too tense.
You're too tense.
Close. I'm going to give you a point.
yeah,
It's
okay.
good. Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains.
Pull yourself together.
Yay! There we go. Doctor, what happened to that man who fell into the wood chipper and lost the whole left half of his body?
What?
He's all right now.
Oh my
Doctor,
God.
Doctor, I have a strawberry stuck in my ear. Think about what doctors prescribe.
Oh my God, what?
Don't worry, I have some cream for that. Doctor, I'm getting shorter and shorter. Just be a little patient.
Oh my God.
Doctor, I've accidentally eaten my pocket money.
You should see some change in your stool shortly.
Well, the answer I have doesn't include the phrase "in your stool," but I'm going to allow it. Let's see if there's any change in the morning.
Do you like how I use the medical term for poo?
No, I don't like it. Here's what I think you'll get, Mike. Doctor, I think I'm addicted to brake fluid.
Something about stopping. I
Nonsense, you can stop any time.
Right, I see, good.
Doctor, I've only got 59 seconds to live.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Yes, very good. Doctor, I feel like a pony.
You're just a little horse.
Hey, very good. Point to Mike. And finally, this is my favourite one. Doctor, my skin's itchy and I keep drawing comparisons between one thing and another.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, it's only an allergy.
Oh my god, that's awful. That's awful.
Mike, mastering medicine is all about remaining cool under pressure.
Right.
Steady hands, and in the case of 2 Point Hospital at least, raking in some cash. Let's find out how well you'd cope, Mike, with this surgical simulator of my own design. The game of operation. Let's place it here.
Okay. I mean, does that put me at an immediate disadvantage that he's going to be on an angle?
Yes, Mike will be operating using these electric tweezers. And
Is it switched on? Should we test it?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Doesn't look good.
That's not good. That's not good for Cavity Sam, which is his canonical name.
Cavities? Is that because he's covered in cavities?
It's because he's just one huge human cavity. Poor Cavity Sam.
That's no what life. My teachers said about me.
It's no life for you, is it, Sam? Each operation is worth an amount of cash. And you've got 3 minutes, Mike, I'm going to give you.
Okay.
To earn £40,000.
Yes.
Here are the different operation cards. I'm going to spread them out fairly randomly. As you can see, they're all worth different amounts. Okay, Mike, you ready? I'm starting the clock.
Does this add up to £40,000? Because like 700 and 500 and things.
Yeah, that can't be right, can it? I must have done the maths wrong there. Sorry, you don't have to earn 4,000.
Okay, that's
you have to earn 4,000.
4,000 sounds fair.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So you point to a card. You've got 3 minutes.
All right. It's risk reward.
Do it for Sam.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Can I have the £500?
Yes, you can.
That feels
Mike.
like an average one.
Sam has water on the knee.
Water on the knee
has got Sam feeling down. Take it out quickly before his leg drowns.
Okay.
Here we go. Ooh, that looks tricky. Steady.
We're good.
We're good. You've
Water
got
on the knee is out.
You've banked it.
Let's go for the 1,000.
Let's go for the 1,000. Bread basket. Sam's bread basket has been giving him fits ever since he ate that giant sandwich.
Okay. Is this his bread basket?
That is the bread basket.
Okay.
This angle is making it quite a lot harder.
This is like keyhole surgery.
Yep.
God, that's close.
Oh,
he's
no,
dead.
There we go.
He's dead. I killed him.
Oh, he's dead. All right.
I will have 400 then, please.
400. Okay, here we go. Charlie horse. In Sam's leg, there's a horse named Charlie. Lure him out with some oats and barley.
Oh my God, he's buried in here. He is properly.
I'll tell you what. I will allow you to move the board around however you like.
Okay,
but you can't tip it upside down and shake all the bones out.
I mean,
I've been told that's bad medicine.
They're pretty much wedged anyway. So I honestly don't think I can get the horse out.
Go in for it, Mike. Go for it.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh no.
He's dead.
Okay, he's dead. All right.
The horse has migrated to his knee.
He's dead. All right.
Give me a 700.
Broken heart. Tell Sam there are plenty of fish in the sea. Fix that broken heart and earn some good money.
I'm gonna get that heart.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh my gosh, Mike.
I don't know.
What's happening?
Maybe being a surgeon's actually something that requires a lot of training.
I don't believe it. Okay.
This £500 one.
500. Butterflies in the stomach. Sam's feeling nervous about a girl he knows. These butterflies in his tummy have got to go.
Get that little butterfly head out there.
I like how you're talking to it.
Come on, buddy. There you go.
Hey! Wishbone. Sam's got a wish. Can you make it come true? Take it out quickly, but don't break it in two.
Okay. Rotate.
I'm getting another angle here with my phone.
Rotate.
Oh! Hey!
Greatest surgeon who ever lived.
Well done, Mike. That was very good.
Insure these hands.
All right, I'm going to
in case a Doctor Strange happens.
All right, last one, Mike. Funny bone. Sam bumped his elbow and it's feeling funny. Make it stop laughing to earn big money.
Okay. I don't like how they've made this all about money. I just got into this business to help people.
Well, I mean, bad luck, Cavity Sam, because he doesn't seem very helped. Oh!
I got it. It's out.
It's out. The bone's out. Well done, Mike.
How much did I earn?
How much did you earn? Let's find out. So you got 1,000, 1,400, 2,000, about £2,000, Mike. You
Not
earned.
bad for 3 minutes work.
Do you want to have one last go at that horse?
Oh yeah, I want that
It's-
horse
It's
out.
been bugging you.
This
This wouldn't happen if Sam was under anaesthetic.
Oh no! Push the horse further in.
Can we get a swab?
No! Get out! Come out! Stupid horse.
Cavity Sam is screaming.
It's a good job he's under general anaesthetic. No! Horse! Horse!
He looks like he's awake to me.
Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he? That thermometer probably could have come out. That horse is not coming out. He's revving up. Get out, horse!
You can get it. You can get it.
There we go.
There we go.
Successful surgery.
Okay, well done, Mike.
Okay.
You didn't make enough money to retire,
That's fine.
but you certainly helped Cavity Sam. May God have mercy on his soul.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I think you did very well there. I think you proved yourself a master of modern medicine.
I think so, yes.
I think so. So now let's find out what you guys have been saying in the comments.
Last week's Show of the Weekend saw Andy give Luke a Just Cause quiz, pondering what you'd really like to tether to what in the manner of protagonist Rico Rodriguez.
Maybe a rhino to a plane or something. that's more the Just Cause mindset. 10 hippos to a crop duster.
Commenter Eloquently Emma likes the way I'm running this island, Mike. 10 hippos to a crop duster. Now that's a fiscal policy that I can get behind.
And that's just the start. 20 ostriches to a helicopter, 5 crocodiles sellotape to a microlight for every household.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah, we had to cancel sanitation. But hey, don't worry, ostriches are very clean birds.
Cool. Elsewhere? In that same show, we saw Ellen's sadly rejected pitch for a Nintendo TV series.
From visionary director and producer and voice actor Ellen Rose comes a tale of revenge, a tale of madness, a tale of Luigi.
Commenter I find your lack of humour disturbing _ reckons there's a spin-off in the works too. I smell a Luigi Ghost Sniper plus Doom Link crossover. Both doomed to the depths of hell, combining their powers to escape their eternal prison, rising again to defeat evil for one last time. Practically writes itself.
It does, but just to be safe, I've also written it. Episode 3, Interior, Peach's Castle. A cacodemon sits the Mushroom Kingdom throne. The bloodied remains of several toads littered
Elsewhere, you and Jane spent absolutely ages nattering about Life is Strange 2, following the gameplay reveal that sets up the plot for the game, including the main characters and where they're headed.
I already feel like a real sense of responsibility for little baby brother Daniel.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
The whole idea of this game is going to be that your choices throughout all the episodes determine how your little brother turns out. Commenter George Meyer reckons the developers missed a trick though. I don't know why it's not called Life is Stranger.
Or Life is Too Strange. Ooh, or Life is Strange 2 Max Power.
But Max isn't in the second game, Mike.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm, Luke.
Okay, elsewhere? We looked at the frustrating times that otherwise badass heroes totally forgot how to hero in a cutscene. I mean, seriously, what the hell went wrong behind that door that Agent 47, the world's deadliest clone, went from garrotting a thug to having his butt whooped? Commenter Yorkshire Puddin thinks some of this looks familiar. I really don't think Agent 47 is a total badass all the time. I've seen him get distracted by bead physics, needlessly punch priests, and make some truly terrible kill quips over the years on a certain YouTube channel.
Hey, those beads were fascinating.
Rub your face against those beads.
Yeah, they didn't animate those beads for no reason. Get in there, get involved.
Yeah, get
Tangled
involved.
in the beads.
They're like anti-gravity marbles.
If you say so. Anyway, commenter Scorpionator knows better than to make the kind of errors that those heroes do. Ha! I would never make the mistakes heroes do in those cutscenes. Proceeds to walk into campfire to see if there is fire damage and dies.
How else are you supposed to know if fire hurts you?
Experience? Inherited wisdom? Internet?
Sounds time-consuming.
Mike, this is why you're only allowed outside on a lead.
Fine. Walkies?
Okay, yes, walkies. Mike, I have a clipboard full of fan art.
Sweet.
Look at this. This is Patrick Long on Twitter. Look,
That's
it's all of our D&D characters. Look.
Prudence looks like a total badass.
Yeah, I particularly like Merylwen's animal menagerie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flying whale. Whatever that one-eyed octopus type thing is.
That's the worst, most deadliest kind. It's only got one eye.
Yeah, but 8 beaks.
But 8 beaks. It's so mad about
God's
its one
cruel
eye.
mistake.
Do you remember how on a live stream recently we were talking about what our flag might potentially
Yes.
be for our Dungeons and Dragons pirate team?
The
well, look at
joyful
this.
Damnation's flag.
This is Electric Telegram has like mocked it up.
Yeah,
beautifully.
Looks good to me. It's
Look at
exactly
that.
as I imagined it.
I know, it's exactly as badass.
Yeah.
And then also look, Infilexoror has made a cross-stitch version.
That's we only talked about this on like last Friday, right?
I know, yeah.
The turnaround is amazing.
How is the cross-stitching happening so... If I'd cross-stitched something that good, it would take me my whole life,
Yeah.
and I would never shut up about it.
And
so,
it wouldn't be that good.
And it
Because you did it. Sorry, does that mean?
it's harsh but fair. So yeah, I think that is definitely something to be incredibly proud of. Mike, here's one you'll love. Look what Skolvik's done.
I am in love.
It's
Actually
liveries.
in love with those racing liveries.
Liveries.
I deeply, sorely wish that my actual racing car looked anywhere near as cool as those two cars.
So good.
They're
Look,
awesome.
they've got the
The
actual
gradients
Oh,
and-
they've got the logo on them.
Yeah.
Like a big cross. What kind of cars are they? Do you know?
It's an Aston Martin Vantage and a Jag F-Type, I think, but like racing versions of them. So
Yeah,
very, very cool.
I was going to say the same thing. I think correct. Have a look at this one, Mike. This is Fuyu Noob on
Oh,
Twitter.
amazing.
Look, it's me and Jane
Yeah,
off the
you're
back
like-
of our Life is Strange chat.
Your high school teens.
Yeah. The thing I really like about this is all the background detail.
Yes, yeah, amazing.
So like I've got a crazy clue board.
Yeah. I
And-
like your Thunderwave music pinned on
Yeah,
the
that's so cool. And Jane's got like a world domination blueprint stuff. Yeah, so much attention to detail.
Yeah, so many things you could go and inspect if it were an actual game of Life is Strange.
I know, and hear it in a sort of calm teenage voiceover. That's the dream. It's the dream. And finally, check this out. I love this so much. It's Rambling Arts on Twitter. Look, it's Orca from Kingdoms of Amalur.
But Rosie the Riveter style.
Rosie the
right?
Riveter style.
Amazing.
There we go. Time for work, boys.
I feel like that's the kind of propaganda posters we should be putting out there.
I feel like it needs to be on the side of a factory.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
like I need to be with my pickaxe over my shoulder, going in through a big door every morning. And
Super
looking
inspired.
looking up at Orca and just being like, it is time for work, boys. It is time for work, boys. Thank you all so much for your amazing fan art. We've had loads to get through this week and loads that we've seen on Twitter and haven't had time to get through. So thank you as always for sending it in. It warms our cockles to dangerous heat levels.
Yes, oh God, please throw a bucket of water over my cockles.
The Mike Channel story. So Mike, we have sadly come to the end of
I am
Show of the Weekend.
Devastated.
He is devastated.
I'm actually more devastated than I sound. I sounded really smug there. I am sad.
It's an English
been
accent
fun.
thing.
Yeah, it
Everything
is.
sounds sarcastic.
Smug and
Everything
yeah,
sounds
superior.
Smug, superior, and sarcastic. It's not our fault. Listen to what we say, not how we say it. Yes, thank you for being a special guest.
That's all right. It's fun.
Mike, it's been awesome. We've learned all about your medical proficiency.
Yeah.
But if you want to come and see Mike face even more challenges
Oh God.
in real life,
Yeah.
then do come along to our EGX live show, Showdown of the Week.
Yep.
There are still a few tickets available, but snap them up because we are expecting / hoping that they will sell out.
Yes.
And if you want to come to EGX but you can't make it to the live shows, then we are doing meet and greets every day. You only need your EGX tickets for those.
Yeah, we would love to see you.
Yeah, we would love to see you, so come and say hi. In the meantime, though, Mike, why don't you have a crack at Cavity
Brain
Sam's
surgery!
Brain surgery.
Going through the throat.
It's his very brain. Why in through the throat?
The only way to be sure.